What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy TC. And thank God it's Wednesday. This is Austin. That's not my voice. That's E.T., the hip-hop preacher, Eric Thomas.
Okay.
One of my favorite motivational speakers. I love his passion. I love his enthusiasm. I love his messages. But that could be a little tiring. I remember the first time when I said to myself, I can do that. I can speak to people. I like to motivate people. I like to educate people. I like to coach people. I went to a seminar and I saw a young man by the name of David Imonitie speak. And I remember that night. He had on a dark charcoal custom suit. Man, that's a nice suit. Had a paisley tie. I'm a fan of watches. He had a Breitling with a diamond bezel. Man, that's a nice watch. Okay. Had Louis Vuitton loafers with the matching Louis Vuitton belt. So off rip, I said, you know what, whatever he's doing, I want to know what he's doing. I want to know who he knows. I want to know what he knows, because evidently he knows something that I do not know. So that night, I watched him as he spoke, and he spoke about his journey as an entrepreneur and his journey as a speaker. It's like, wow, I was pumped. I can do that. I really can do that. And he talked about some of his mentors that he listened to. And he talked about Jim Rohn. I had never heard of Jim Rohn before in my life. And he said he listened to Jim Rohn every day, every day, every day. I said, you know what? I need to listen to Jim Rohn. Got on iTunes, YouTube, old white man. Was not what I expected. But every time I listen to Jim Rohn, I get motivated. I get excited. I get pumped. I learn something new. He teaches about beliefs, something Dave used to talk about all the time. Believing in what you can do. Thinking you can do it. Setting goals. Absolutely. Jim Rohn, one of my favorite lessons he talked about is planting the seed. Sending the seed, planting the seed, dropping the seed. Sometimes you drop a seed on concrete. Sometimes the birds get the seeds. But sometimes you plant the seed on fertile ground and you get growth from that seed. Number one lesson. Second lesson that I learned from Jim Rohn, I really appreciate, is that your voice has power. Your story has power. There's somebody in this world that needs to hear your voice, that needs to hear your story. I need to hear Jim Rohn's story. And his story carried on for generations. Jim Rohn died in 2009. I did not hear about him until 2010. And ever since then, I've listened to some type of Jim Rohn audio every day. So one day I was downloading some Jim Rohn audio, and in your suggestions, you may also like Les Brown. I had never heard of Les Brown in my life. So I downloaded Les Brown. Les Brown, There's Greatness Within You. And I listened to this 18-minute audio and I wanted to run out my car. There's greatness in me. This man doesn't even know me. He told me there was greatness in me. Awesome! Yes! So I'm listening to Les Brown and I'm listening to his story. Born in Liberty City, Florida, in an abandoned building on the floor with his twin brother, Wesley. Hey, born in an abandoned building? Get to 5th grade. They deemed him mentally retarded, put him back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade. Stayed in that classification all the way through high school as mentally retarded. But he said, someone's opinion of you should not determine your future. Great quote. So he said, you know what, I have a dream of buying my mother a house, Mrs. Mamie Brown. And he wanted to do that by becoming a DJ. So he began to practice being a DJ. He didn't have a job, he didn't have an opportunity, so he began to practice. Because we all know it's better to be prepared and not have an opportunity and have an opportunity and not be prepared. So that one day at the radio station, somebody was drinking while they was on the air. And there it was, his opportunity to kick in the door. Went into the DJ booth, put the headphones on, and he said, "Look out, it's me, LB True P, Les Brown, your platinum playing papa. There was none before me, there will be no one after me. Therefore makes me the one and only. Youngest single love to me was certified, bona fide, and dubly qualified to bring satisfaction, a whole lot of action. Look out, baby, I'm your love, man. I was hungry. I said, man, I want to be like this Brown." But that's not my voice. And that's not my story. But I knew I had a story to tell. So I began sharing my story, speaking, getting better as much as I could. I was in Detroit, speaking, and a young lady just kept laughing. And I could not understand why she was laughing because I was not telling a humorous joke. So I stopped, I said, "Man, what's so funny? I want to laugh." She said, "You're just so country." I said, "Yes, ma'am, you're absolutely right. But I would rather say I is rich than I am broke any day of the week." So I will continue to tell my story in my country southern drawl. But that's my voice. My filler word is so. I'm trying to watch that. Sometimes I get excited and I talk a little too fast. And people may not be able to understand me. I'm working on that. But that's my voice. But I know there's somebody out there who needs my story. So I will continue to share my voice and share my story. And I hope you guys find your voice and continue to share your story because somebody in the world needs it. Thank you.